3, 2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie Easton. This is the Smart 7.
Well, good morning to you. It's Wednesday the 17th of June and a big happy birthday to Barry Manilow, Venus Williams and my close personal friend Paul Young.
7.
The coronavirus lockdown has meant huge pressure on families across the UK, with food banks overwhelmed and unemployment numbers spiking. Man United and England footballer Marcus Rashford has been working hard to help families and children affected during the crisis, and he wrote a letter to Boris asking for the school food programme to be continued through the summer. After initially refusing, there was a huge wave of public outcry, and yesterday, Boris changed his mind.
I talked to Marcus Rashford today and congratulated him on his campaign, in which, to be honest, I only became aware of very recently today. And I thank him for what he's done. I think he's right to draw attention to this issue. Basically, we've got large numbers of kids who haven't been able to get back into school. We've got a problem about getting kids back into the school in the way that we would want, for the reasons that people understand. Though actually there are lots of kids who could go back to school now who aren't going back to school, and I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that happen. But I do think it's right that we should be looking after families of the vulnerable, most vulnerable, the neediest right now, and that's why we've got the COVID summer food plan, which we've announced today.
In the battle versus coronavirus, there are over 100 different vaccines in development, and various drugs, including Donald Trump's favourite hydroxychloroquine, have been trialled but not had much impact. Yesterday, however, there was good news, as a readily available steroid called dexamethasone has had positive impacts on patients in hospital. Professor Martin Landry from the University of Oxford explains.
Well, I think it's a major step forward. In the 6 months of COVID, we've all been searching for a drug that will actually improve survival, and today, for the first time, we've got one. It's a good news day.
And the scientists were back in Downing Street along with Boris to help explain the new drug's importance. Here's Chief Scientific Officer Sir Patrick Vallance.
Dexamethasone is inexpensive, very widely available, and the really exciting thing about this study is not only that it works, but it means it can work across the world. This is a change of practice. It doesn't require complex manufacturing owned by one company that can't produce it in scale. This is a drug which can immediately be used across the world for this condition.
5.
So, after 2 weeks of protests about racism and police brutality following the murder of innocent black man George Floyd, America is hoping for leadership. Up steps Donald Trump, brandishing an executive order.
As part of this new credentialing process, chokeholds will be banned, except if an officer's life is at risk.
That sounds like quite the loophole, actually, but then he launched into this rambling poem about how brave the police are. What?
Police officers run straight toward this incredible harm. Take the World Trade Center. They ran straight into the Twin Towers of 9/11. Many of them never returned. Vast numbers of New York's finest.
4.
Fancy a Zoom call with Keanu Reeves? Well, the lovable but low-profile icon is auctioning a 15-minute Zoom call with him to raise funds for Camp Rainbow Gold, which is an Idaho-based charity for children with cancer. Bidding opened on Monday at $10,000, and it's been getting pretty intense. Hang on. Although the organiser says that any threatening or inappropriate behaviour means the call could be cancelled. Still, what a guest for the Smart 7, eh? Excuse me a sec. Hello? Yes, I've just bid $11,000, actually. I'd love to chat to him. About Bill and Ted 3. Well, no, it just looks terrible. I can't. Sorry. Keep the money.
3.
Football is back tonight with the first 2 games of the rejigged Premier League. Aston Villa take on Sheffield United at 6, and then Man United take on Arsenal at 8. Both games are live on Sky Sports. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp popped up with a friendly video message for fans about the new normal.
It's still football, and it's still for you. So that means we will be in the stadium, you will be at home. I will make the boys feel your support. We will use it. You are still the 80-90% of the petrol in our tanks. So we really will use that, and we will need that.
The world of celebrity cameos is a strange one, from Ed Sheeran struggling as a soldier in Game of Thrones to Ed Sheeran in The Simpsons. Now there's a new one to add to the list. No, not Ed Sheeran, he's already been in Home and Away, but Russell Brand in Neighbours. Nope, we've got no idea either, but here's the teaser.
You never know who you'll meet on Ramsay Street.
You're Russell Brand?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Touring the world, spreading the message, light, love, limitless. I'm a writer. I enjoy festivity, synchronicity.
That's awesome.
The people at Fox News are many things, mainly white, but also terrified of Antifa, and the notion of a group taking over an area of Seattle as an autonomous zone has really shaken them up. However, they stumbled into a beautifully unexpected Monty Python trap when they started reading posts about the protest straight from Reddit, which turned out to be largely Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
One posting on social media that has now been deleted read this: I didn't vote for Raz. I thought we were an autonomous collective, an anarcho-syndicalist commune at the least. We should take turns to act as a sort of executive officer for the week. It's just part of that.
What? I told you, we're an anarcho-syndicalist commune. We take it in turns to act as a sort of executive officer for the week.
Yes, I see.
By a simple majority in the case of purely internal affairs. I order you to be quiet.
This has been the Smart 7. We've got an Alexa skill now. All you've got to do is enable us and then just say, Alexa, play the Smart 7. We're back tomorrow at 7. Please like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, I'm Justin.
And I'm Lucy.
And together we are the hosts of Plenty Questions.
It's a very straightforward general knowledge quiz.
We ask you 20 questions, one after the other, 5-second gap in between, and you shout the answers out.
And then you tweet us to let us know how you've got on.
See if you can get 20 out of 20. No one has so far, but that's because we haven't started doing it yet.
But we will. And there's also going to be some fiendish brain teasers, so join us for Plenty Questions.